Hello, everyone. My name is Angel Larena, and I am the Division A Director here in District 3 and a member of many districts. Today, I'm going to take special interest to show you something crucial, especially if you are a new club officer and have never been one before. First things first, get online and get into Toastmasters.org and log in. I am already logged in, so going forward, we're just going to go from where we are. The purpose of this is to show you Leadership Central, and Club Central especially. So under Leadership Central, you're going to find Club Central. You're going to click it, of course. Now remember, you can only access this if you are an officer. So this is Club Central, and if you're a member of only one club or you're an officer in only one club, you will go directly into Club Central. However, if you're crazy like me and end up in multiple clubs and multiple officer positions, your screen may end up something like this. Don't freak out. All you need to do is select which club you're going to use that day or going to be managing. So I'm going to choose Supernova. This is going to be where all of your club materials are managed, and depending on your role, you may see some different things in here. We are truly lucky, though, to get this timing in because we also have access to something special from International, which I'll show you later. In this link right here, you're going to be able to add a new, dual, or reinstated member. Once the Add Membership page loads, you will be able to see two options at the top. First is the no. They're not a new member and they are email or their last name and their member ID. And then you hit search. Once you find them, it'll bring you through the process and add them really quickly. However, if they're a new member, you will hit yes and enter all their information based on their application. Once this is done, you will hit submit. Once you submit this information, it'll bring you to the payment page, which I will show you soon. Let's head back to the Club Central main page. Submit payment. Now, whenever you're adding a member, it's automatically going to bring you to this page. However, this is where you will submit member payments on dues renewal. As you can see, we currently have all of our members in, and it looks like renewals are already open for October. So if you want to get a head start, go ahead and do that. Now, for each member that's going to be renewing, you can always add them to the cart, depending on your role if you're a treasurer, and do this as well. So normally a treasurer will do this. However, if the president or secretary are doing it, that's perfectly fine. You always want to make sure that you go in and do these renewals on time and latest September 30th, or I believe it is March 31st. Then we will go back to Club Central again because we're not going to be doing renewals yet for this club. This is a highly crucial one. VPEs, presidents, and secretaries, listen up. This one is going to make or break you this year. Once a member has submitted a path or a level in Basecamp, you need to log in and submit education awards here. This is how it gets registered in International and how they progress. First, you're going to select a member. If you are the VPE, your name will not be here. You cannot submit an education award for yourself. So VPEs, get your president or secretary to do it, and everything will be fine. So if you wanted to submit an education award, so I'll just pick Karen, because I know she always has some kind of education she's working on. And you can see that all the paths they're working on, the level they're at. Normally, whenever you're doing this, you've already just went into Basecamp and done it in Basecamp. So you just match the level for level and hit it. And then you will hit review award submission. However, if they're doing a higher level award, they do get the option of a letter of recognition. It's completely dependent upon the member that you're doing. So make sure you ask them because some of them like to send that to their managers. However, you'll hit one of these and you'll hit review. and then it'll ask you to leave a comment if you want to leave a comment, and then you'll hit submit. Because I'm not sure if Karen did that yet, we're not going to do that. Next up is highly crucial for the VP of membership and the VP PR and also all the other officers. This is your club roster. Yes, you want to take a look at this and make sure that you're getting all the information you need out of it. Going down, you can find a lot of information. Club events. If you have an open house or something like that planned, make sure that you come and submit it here. This goes to international, so they can sit there and promote it as well. Next up, you will find another very crucial step for every officer: club officer assignments. This is highly, highly, highly important. You want to make sure that for each program you're coming up, and you'll want to check when this opens up, that you go in and put all of your officers in for the next year. Do this early, as soon as you get your election done. I highly suggest, if you're going to do elections, do them at least 1 month in advance, so you have time to transition and get them used to the role before they take over. Anyway, you'll go in and add them in and submit that as well. Next up, you'll have your club demographics. This is where you're going to go in and review and update your club's mailing address, officer terms, club preferences. Simple things like that can be changed. Next up is going to be your club financials. That's all the receipts and financial statements that you have for anything that you're going to do. It's highly, highly, highly important. Next up, you will see the Distinguished Performance Report. This is what Michelle Zalek showed you in her DCP training for this TLI session. And basically, this is just a second link to that. The other link you can find is in Leadership Central and Distinguished Performance Reports. Next up, club achievements. Every award that your club has received will go into this. Highly, highly, highly important, especially for PR. Next up, you have your eligibility assistant. This is a great way to check if they are qualified to be a speech contestant and do proxies. Next up, you're going to find your club contact and meeting information. This is a highly crucial step. If you're hybrid or meeting in person and you for some reason change, update this. You don't want to have potential members driving to a random location only to show up and you not be there. For online clubs, it's also very important as well. If for some reason your meeting link has changed or anything like that, you want to go here and make sure you update it. Keep this information up to date. If you change your meeting times or anything like that, go in and do that, because how else can you get potential members in if they don't even know what time or where to join? Next up, the addendum of standard club options. This is really important as well. If your club is going to be open from a closed, going from corporate to community, or any other aspect like that, this is where you go. This is going to be your constitution and how your club behaves. Make sure you review this once a year with your executive committee and just make sure that you're all on the same page when it comes to this. Next up is administrative reports. This is going to be highly important because this will show you all of your club's charter members. This will show you all of the past and present club officers, and it'll show you all past and present education awards, which is highly important. Like I said earlier, if you're checking if someone's got a level done or if something's missing, you want to go in and make sure that you look through this if you need to. And it's also important to just keep this information as historical data. Next up is the club success plan. Yes, this is highly important. When you're elected as an officer, most of you are coming into this with this grand idea that we're going to be the best we can be, hit DCP all 10, do everything we can to do well. However, it's always great to take that and put it into a plan with steps. this is where you can do that. Sit down for about 30 minutes to an hour with your club executive committee, which are you, by the way, all the club officers. Go through this plan together and help form how you're going to get there. This is completely different depending on whatever club you're in and can vary person to person. So this is a highly collaborative thing. Make sure you're all discussing it while you do it. Finally is the annual business meeting, which is something that is new because normally you don't get to see this because this only opens up once a year. This is going to be about voting in the annual business meeting. Tip and hint for you. The district director has already been appointed to take most everyone's proxies should they want. All you need to do is go into here and assign it to the district director. And if you have a specific request for voting, you can put that in. However, all 3 members of our trio, which are the top 3 leaders in our district, have interviewed and vetted every single candidate and know which candidates will truly serve our membership to the best for our future. So make sure you go and do this by July 30th. And if you're watching this after July 30th, I hope you've already put it in. But next year, make sure that your new officers know when they're coming in, hey, annual business meetings coming up, make sure you assign it to the district director. Now, we've covered all of that in this Club Central training. Yes, there's a lot, and there's going to be more. However, I want you to understand, don't feel overwhelmed. If you need help, reach out to your area director. And if they don't know something, they will reach out to their division director. So just be assured, there's always people fully around you to support you. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. My email is angellarena.dtm@gmail.com, and that will be in the description box and also below the video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope that this training was able to help you succeed. Before I let you go, I have one more thing for you. Get the club success plan done.